Shout out to Bass Pro Shops. They have the easier way to schedule and the higher class gear to go see Santa. It's actually perfect.
Oh, if you're a Bass Pro Shop Santa, you're in the major leagues. Oh, yeah. My guy's not even an A-ball. Like he's trying hard, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, Drew Rosenhaus is negotiating for the Bass Pro Santa.
You're right. And the other guy's got me on a napkin at Chuck's with a big pen.
Min wage, slides it over.
It's like, here's your pay today, sir.
Pat Mayo Experience.
Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Pat Mayo Experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, Week 16, NFL Best Bets. Good news for all of you. If you love the Best Bet Show, we are not taking a Christmas day off. We'll just be recording a day early, so you get more time to enjoy the NFL Best Bet Show. Smash the like, sub to the channel while you're here, leave a rating and review on Apple, on Spotify, wherever it may be, and turn on those notifications in case a special live show comes your way over this holiday season, in case you need to kill some time, in case I need to kill some time and get away from my kids. Cam, Rob on the line with me. Fellas, are you prepared for this time of year yet, or is it all last second?
No.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. Compared to some people, mine's pretty easy. My regular life, it's kind of like Pat. I got to be honest with you. Nothing really changes. It's the same shit for me. I don't have kids. I almost wish like it's going to be nice to see my brothers coming out from Calgary, and I get to see my nieces and nephews that I see like once in a blue moon. We're driving up to cottage country basically and hanging out, and I get to take my dad and, you know, get him out of the house, you know, with the walker. By the way, Rob, I go to the nursing home. My dad's buddy's there. He's like, "You want to play pool?" I go, "Yeah, I do." He goes, "How about for your coat?" I go, "Okay, what do I get out of this?" He's like, "Nothing, a cookie." I go, "What?" He goes, "We have cookies." So a guy wants my Columbia coat. I go, "Okay, enough of this shit. This senior's trying to fleece me." Bam, 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 bam. Like I was going to be nice to him, and then I pulled a Mississauga Fats on him and just fucking dummied him. And guy's like, "Yeah, I want your Columbia coat." Like I'm like getting shaken down at the senior home. But Pat, one more announcement quickly before we get things out of the way. I'd like to thank you for the beautiful meat package. You could tell the quality of meats by the packaging it was in. Beautiful box. Let's just say it's not a guy at a no frills with a oversized parka sticking blade steaks down his pants and stuffing them in pockets and underwear. Let's just say that's a Harbor 60 cut right there. Thank you very much. So I appreciate meat so much because it's so expensive these days. Thank you. And I have iron deficiency too. Just went to the doctor. I'm like, "What, dude? I eat more meat than anybody." He goes, "Yeah, it might be your diabetes." I'm like, "Then give me more steaks then, you jerk. Telling me not to eat red meat. Now you're telling me I got iron deficiency. What is it, doc? What is it?" He's such a clown. God, this guy, how do you get his degree from the fucking Cracker Jack box?
Rob, yours is on its way. Your Christmas gift.
Ooh.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
We were talking off air. I wasn't really looking at Cam while we were doing it, but this is for like the longest I've seen him grow out his facial hair in a long time. It looks like Wolverine
And the top
with these, like,
too.
mutton chops on the side.
Yeah, drunk Scott, Rob. This is what you get when you go, "Oh, look at this guy in the ditch." Like when Morency and I went to Mississippi and those kids were throwing rocks. "I think he's dead. I think he's dead. I think he's dead." And then I'm like, "I'm not dead." Yeah, anyway, 4 days apart, make you sleep on a pallet. But yeah, Rob, no product either. Letting it go.
There you go. Rob, you look healthy. You look good, Cam.
Yeah, you actually really do look great. So it's a great time for the holiday season to come. That happens to me. I took the week off of working out. I try to do it like once every 7 weeks. That just stop for a week and then get back into it. Give your muscles some time to get themselves back, rest a little bit, then you come back stronger. At least in theory, that's what happens. Although the first lift is always good. The second lift back is always a little bit worse than where you were at before. But doing it right before Christmas, Rob, not maybe the best idea to stop working out fully.
Well, I could say that once in 7 weeks applies to me in the opposite way, where I start working out and then I'm done for 2 months, and then I try to get back in. I'm like, oh, everything hurts again, and I stop. And so, I don't know that you want to rub that one in, Pat. Like working out 6 out of every 7 weeks is probably okay for some.
I can't bullshit you, Pat. I don't remember the last time I touched a weight. My workout is to walk to the bank, high blood pressure, get frustrated, check the fees that they're giving me on my $38,000 visa, whatever, that just can't go down. And I want to talk to a bank manager, never around. No one wants to. Rob, they think I'm like Michael Douglas from Falling Down. Like when I look into the bank, like I see everybody go the other way, especially women. But there's 2 guys, and funny, it's the Italian guys are the only guys who will talk to me in there because we talk gambling and sports. But everybody else, they see red face Cam, see ya, They're gone. They don't want to even talk to me when I go there. But
Did they serve you up an espresso when they talk to you?
the way they're going, they should be buying me an espresso, like a room, not one machine either. These fucking guys, I tell you, what a racket. But anyway, Pat, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah to everybody out there, to Geoff and your crew, and let's hit some winners over the holidays because thank God the good news is, Pat, if we lose bets, my freezer's full of your quality meats.
There you go. I wanted to get you less of the good stuff rather than a bunch of like the mediocre stuff. I wanted to get you the good stuff.
I can't believe you actually did that because I was thinking, fuck. They had a sale at Metro. They were giving turkeys away. Like I got a butterball turkey for $14. I'm like, what? I got a stuffed one just to give it a shot. I usually just do the regular one and stuff it myself. I'm like, I'll try the stuffed. It's a bunch of cake move, but it was like 19. I'm like, they're selling turkeys for 99 cents a pound. And I'm not talking about utility turkey. When you see utility or maybe the grade B, like, you know what I mean? It was a butterball. Like that's like Rob knows. It's kind of like, it's not an espresso, but in the case of a munchie cake, it's like, it's a product that you could purchase. You're not buying like these turkeys with, missing wings and divots in them and shit like that. It's a real bird. Let's put it that way.
Rob, did you see that they're offering transfer portal contracts, but not really now?
Oh, I can't keep up with this stuff.
I'm done with it too.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You like Pat, when me and Cam used to work together, bowl season for me was, I'm a huge NFL fan, but it was such a great time of the year. Like I would watch every single bowl game. I cared about, but it wasn't just me. It was like
all of us,
Twitter in unison. Like everyone was so in tune with like a 6-6 team playing a 7-5 team. It didn't matter. And now I just like, I
watched Old Dominion in South Florida and had a tear in my eye. It could have been me, Rob, and Morency up in the top house. Like we're smoking one with us. There was literally 8 people at the game. And I'm going, what the fuck are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? Like the schools don't have the money. Everybody, boosters give the kids NIL money. This is a story and a show for another day, but we are broken. We are broken. There will be, Rob, we talked about it with Gabe. There's no more bowl games soon. Like it's over. Enjoy the last big ass fans bowl or whatever you got. They're not even around anymore. We used to love bowl games. Pat, it's done. It's over.
Like what listen, I'm not cultured in college football, so I don't know the exact rules and regulations but can't they just like have a transfer lock like soccer does, for example, till February?
That's not what I was going on about. I saw that prediction markets are now offering that you can combo or predict what players are going to go into the transfer portal now.
Okay.
I actually believe that they are there was some other application that some prediction markets made related to college football that I can't remember off the top of my head, but yeah, listen, like at the end of the day, predicting, betting, I don't give a fuck. I just care that I can bet in different spots. But it is getting to the point now where it's a little bit out of hand with
it's way out of hand.
The amount of options of things you can possibly wager on. And it's scary when you can do it from your Robinhood account as well. Like people can actually now put their personal savings on the line to predict games. I don't know how I feel about that.
It's a dangerous world. I'm going to be honest with you, Pat. I'd rather see cigarette ads. Like, I don't know what these kids are doing like nowadays. I had gambling when I was younger. I'm different than Rob and you. I think there's something in my brain that I just need excitement. I need horse racing or whatever. But there's like a lot of people like me. And you could lose your fucking home. Rob and I know people we've worked with that have like literally like thought about killing themselves because gambling. Don't want to get too serious around Christmas, but things got bad. Like they lost millions of dollars. They flipped out. Oh, how am I going to pay these people back? Like this is the whole thing. And now I'm seeing commercials like Jackpot City. No. It's like, you don't think kids are getting on their phones and fucking like, oh, sorry, there goes the money. I have no money for college. I have no money. Like at least smoking over time, it kills you. This stuff, that's the whole thing about gambling. It doesn't kill you instantly. It just destroys you. Like you wake up and you're alive. Like, it's like, oh God. And the problems exist to a point of, am I explaining? You know what I mean, Rob? You just help me out here. Like I'm just trying to say it's a bigger problem than, in my opinion, it's as bad as alcohol and smoking, if not worse. That's my opinion. That's my opinion.
Code Mayo at Underdog, by the way, if you want to go sign up.
But we make choices gambling like that. No, I'm just saying for the younger generation, the people like slots are ridiculous. Like you could lose so much money playing slots. It's at least a game takes 3 hours.
I see. I'm kind of with Cam on this, Rob. Especially when we start talking about, can you now wager on players transferring to other schools and which school that's going to go to. And that's only going to seep more and more and more into just regular things. Like, if people think that people, like athletes, and they are, obviously they're getting caught, like rigging certain things in sports, whether it be a first pitch or an under on an assist or coming out of the game. If they think that's bad, Rob, wait till this like gets into real life and you can bet on real life. Yeah,
I mean, you already can in some ways. You can like hedge things in real life in some prediction markets nowadays. I could go on about this for like this could be like a massive documentary. Yeah. Exactly. At the end of the day, like look at our culture nowadays and how we reward. Look at social media, right? It rewards engagement. If you get engagement, you get amplified even more and more and more. What's the easiest way to get engagement? Well, sports are rigged, is one. Throwing out stuff to the masses that doesn't help them in sports betting at all, that people eat up. Well, that's going to get elevated further and further, right? Like there's just no way now. It's an uphill battle for everyone. It's kind of what I'm getting at. And to Cam's point, that kind of makes it dangerous. It'd be one thing, like if I want to change a tire on my car and I don't know how to do it, well, I can go to YouTube, I can Google it, and I can figure it out myself because there's enough resources that are available. If I want to actually learn to win at sports betting, well, I'm not going to find that anywhere. I mean, I'm going to Google it. I might use AI. I might go to YouTube. 99% of what I'm going to get is nonsense. So it's just this uphill battle for everyone. And unfortunately, nobody is willing to admit to themselves that they lose in sports betting as well. That's another real.
I lose. I win.
You can just look at my record, Rob. It'll be up here in a moment.
There you go. But we do a show where we recap every day. It's fresh in your mind. Some people don't. They just keep firing. They keep betting. Then they win a big bet. And they convince themselves that they saw something differently on the board. So gambling is a drug, just like anything else. And, some people are able to navigate it better than others. But yeah, I mean, we're going to look back on this 10 years from now and we'll be like, holy fuck, those are some crazy times.
I agree.
Have you guys been monitoring this Turkey soccer gambling scandal at all? No. Have you heard of it?
No, I got to be honest with you. I've heard Gabe follows this stuff a lot better than I do, but I haven't really dived into it. No.
Okay. So like I could just imagine this. So this is just in Turkish soccer. A 5-year investigation found that 371 of 571 referees in Turkey held betting accounts with 152 actively gambling on the games that they were doing, and they suspended over 1,000 players in the league.
Yeah, I see that now.
Sense.
That's pretty crazy.
That's wild.
It is. It's also like a really dumb thing to do because if you're betting, like if you're fixing Turkish soccer games, the handle on Turkish soccer games is not like the English Premier League.
But the only places that you can gamble in Turkey are actually government-run betting companies. So now you're messing with you. I don't think I'd want to be messing around with the Turkish government.
No, you'll be put in a hockey bag somewhere. Hey, back door of the consulate. No, you don't mess with anybody. That's the whole thing. Oh, God, I'll tell you, man. I miss the gun. Rob, I almost want to bring the old days back, employee 75, and hear myself on the tape, and then put it down and go, those are my bets. Yeah. Looking at the paper. Oh, okay, Roxy line. Yep. Fucking at a Burger King, having a Whopper, putting my bets in. Like, I'm so sick and tired of this shit. And I will say this, Pat, and I've said this before, and we'll get on to the picks. At least with a bookie or whatever, it's a personal touch. You have a relationship. I've been to 2 of my bookies' weddings back in the day when I was younger. And I probably paid for one. But I'm going to say this, at least when I went to his garage, I got sausage. I went basically like going to Fortino's and Longo's, the best Italian stores. And I'm loading up my car going, you know what? Fuck, I had to give an envelope, but I got a lot of food back.
They gave you the VIP treatment.
Yeah,
VIP
a bonus bet. I don't give a fuck about your bonus bet. I want, like you did, meat, something good, a voucher for a hotel room, something I can use when I go to Seneca. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Cut me some slack, Jack.
I get it. A lot of people do like the bonus. They just want to gamble more. So I get it. Also, I don't know about the hockey bag in Turkey. I don't think the Turkish.
You're right. That's more of another thing.
Known as a hockey country, Turkey.
Okay, I guess we'll put them in the Puma bag then. We'll cut more cuts. Anyway, whatever. It's not good for business. You want to screw with the government money and with betting? No, thanks. As I say, Rob, we got enough problems here. Don't need any more.
Yep.
I just thought it was wild that this gambling scandal was going on, and I had not heard of it.
There's so many of them now, Pat, and Rob's right. So many people do so many dumb things, like at the college, guys making the same bets at the same spot. Like, you don't think they could track this shit? Like, What are we doing here? Like,
They-
this is the
they
world
can
we're
track-
living in.
You know,
Anything.
if you multi-account on a phone that's next to another phone side by side on your desk, they can track that.
Yep.
That's how, that's where we've gone to at this point. So like these things are eventually going to get caught. I'm never saying that they don't exist. People are, as long as there's money to be made, people are going to take their shot. Right.
Mhm.
But what drives me crazy about like the rigged culture and like, oh, this is rigged. People just keep betting. Like if you truly think what you're betting on is rigged or it's a fixed event, then why are you betting on it still? Like that's what I can never process in my head. It's like this is all my buddies. It's I'm going through I go through this in real life pretty regularly. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it's crazy.
I'm looking at the odds screen on SharpStack right now. We're actually doing a SharpStack giveaway this week, by the way. You can get a full lifetime for free on SharpStack, Fantasy National, and BetSports Golf. If you go to 4for4.com/Mayo right now, you put in code SURVEY on the monthly membership for SharpStack. You get a free week. You get the month for $10. And on December 23rd, we'll draw one lucky person to receive all 3 of those subscriptions for free for life. So if you want to, there's a ton of, there's bowl games going on. There are NFL games going on all over the holidays. You might as well get into it now. Get your free week, get your month for $10. Football playoffs starting as well. And you might win that for free for life. Plus golf is coming back on January 25th as well. The one and done is also open at fantasygolfchampionship.com. You can hit the description.
You're not betting on the Golf Channel Challenge, Pat? Team McElroy plus 125. Come on, there's golf going on right now. I bet it.
Did you win?
Yeah. And I'm betting this Mauritius tournament too.
I know.
My boy,
You sent me all your picks
Oh
yesterday
yeah,
by
that's
accident.
right. That's the best Pizzola. I was sending it to my producer. I sent pics. I'm like, Jacob Skov Olesen. Pat's like, I like that guy too. You know, so I was like, okay, sure. Anyway, I'm sending Pat my picks now. Shows you, I'm not.
I was
really
going
on
through
the
some
ball.
prediction markets last night for golf betting, and to Pat's point, like I can bet on how many course records Bryson DeChambeau is going to break on his YouTube channel this year, going to just like random public courses. That's the point that we've gotten to in terms of like I can bet on YouTube channels and what their content is going to look like this year in the golf space.
Oh, Pat, I was actually wrong. I turned off the TV. Lost in the playoff. I had a 7-hole lead. Sorry, just assumed I won. Welcome to my world. McElroy squad narrowly defeated by Scheffler in playoff. Oh, of course. Kind of like when I had Matthew Wolf and Ricky Fowler, and they go, it doesn't matter if they're 3 up. This hole wins the whole tournament. You know what? Enough of these golf novelties. Fuck off.
7-hole lead.
Whatever the fuck it was. They're up 7-3 for God's sakes when I left work last night. God, man, I'm an idiot. Okay, let's go move on to football.
Hey, starting next week, you're going to have TGL to bet on too.
Oh, God help me.
Individual player unders on TGL, by the way, is the move. But the reason I bring this up, Rob, is I was looking at the odds for the Rams and Seahawks game. Obviously, we don't really talk too much about Thursday night. It's not so much an indictment on that game or trying to pick that game. Maybe we'll do that at the end. It's just a great game. I'm very excited to watch it. But the Rams opened at 1.5, and now it's flipped to 1.5 for the Seahawks. If the if the away team, Rob, is minus 1.5, because I looked at it, that it was like minus like 115 or something like that. But if I went to the alt odds and like switched it over, is minus 1.5 basically a pick 'em now based on what the odds actually are?
It depends on the VIG on the minus 1.5, but yeah, you can get some minus 1.5s that are low VIG that it's essentially amounts to a pick 'em. Like most books are not going to open on a pick 'em. They're going to make one of the sides a favorite and then see where the action comes off that. So, but in some instances, yes. And like Pat, that's like a big thing people are taking advantage of nowadays is that for the longest time, Pinnacle used to have the drop down where you could bet any sort of odd that you
like
wanted.
the drop down.
And they never really changed that for 10 years. And like people are starting to figure out now, like a lot of these alternate lines on different sports books are priced wrong. They've just been priced the same way forever, but depending on the total of the game, it's different. Depending on the distribution of the game, it can be different. So like alt lines, I've seen tons of people who are making a lot of money now just finding badly priced alternate lines. I mean, all these books offer a million of them.
Yeah, the thing that stuck out to me was the Rams were minus 1.5, then they were minus 1. Currently at Coolbet, they're plus 1.5, so it's actually flipped over to the Seahawks. But the money line always remained the same on the games until the Seahawks became the favorite. That even when the Rams were favored by 1.5, the money line for both teams was the same.
Yeah, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And you're looking at that going, but Rob's right. You just factor in, like, you look at the juice numbers and stuff. And I get it over time, like say you're a $10, $20 player or whatever. But a lot of these guys in the business now are heavy hitters. Every little penny, like think about if you're betting thousands a game, a couple bucks here, a couple bucks here, $8 here, like it adds up over time, man. It's very, very important. But yeah, it's kind of wild to look at I've seen it a lot more lately. It's kind of weird. You're looking at spreads in comparison to money lines. Yeah, it's like, anyway, my brain just can't. There's no more space. I just want to bet.
They're different markets, right?
Yeah.
The spread and money line are different.
For sure.
So, like one example is there's tons of games this week where there are teams that are -3, right? You look at
Vikings.
KC's -3, -115, and so is Denver, -3, -115. But Denver is much shorter on the money line than Kansas City is in their specific game. So, like, just because someone bets into the main spread market doesn't mean that the book is necessarily going to move the money line market either. They're treated separately. And because of the way that limits work, they're not 100% correlated is what I'm getting at, Pat. So there could be scenarios where, someone pounds the spread in a game, but the money line barely moves. I'm not saying that always happens, but it can happen because it's a different market.
I just thought it was weird that they were the same. Although one team was, the road team was favored by 1.5. That, if the road team is going to be favored in any game, that if it was home and you flip it, it'd be more than a 3.5 point spread. Yet the money line was identical on both sides.
What you found was probably an edge in real time.
Yeah,
that's
too bad I'm too stupid to know what that is.
Yeah, well, it's okay. It's not like you missed. This is not like Mayweather McGregor or something like that, where it's like it's crazy. It's just like a slight misprice.
And Cam, the people that are betting thousands online should be very wary of that. Whether they're probably just actually betting $10 and then putting in 2 zeros after the fact.
Photoshop culture is too much nowadays.
Yeah. You're so right. Like, how many times too have you been drunk though, Rob, and you add a couple zeros, like, meant to happen or not happen. Yeah, but people lie now. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm sure. Literally, like, so you're living in a box in your parents' basement. I don't know, you got holes like a gerbil to breathe, but you're betting $10,000 on a game. Okay, I believe you.
Cam, when we want to win money betting, that is our goal as bettors.
Yeah,
we want to win money betting. There is a new culture, new generation of people who want to convince other people that they win money betting so that they can extract money from those people.
Yeah. It's
right?
basically a Ponzi scheme or a lie. They're like anything else. Hey, I got a great deal for you. They're crooks.
Bingo. TikTok, Instagram. It's so easy nowadays. Look at me. You rent a Ferrari, Rolex for a day.
Exactly.
You make a bunch of videos. You post them out there about how great of a life you're living. And it's just very easy to
You know what, Pat, I've realized, and I'll give Rob credit for this too. If you're going to buy bets, you buy them from a guy like Carmen Bianco. He doesn't talk. He just fucking posts a couple bets, a couple videos. Next thing you know, the guy's in Italy. The guy's flying all over the world. Now, obviously, he's doing something fucking well, or else he wouldn't be. If I see some asshole in a Ferrari, like, you know what I mean? Those videos, you're just making yourself look like a fucking fool and an idiot. And if anybody with half a brain if I could figure it out, anybody can figure it out. I think it's ridiculous. But anyway, I digress. Let's make money this week. I will never buy a Ferrari. I'm happy with my Corolla. Let's roll.
Look, I keep telling you about Omaha Steaks, and not every single person has got Omaha Steaks yet, so rectify that now, because they are the official sponsor of tailgating. But in the Pat Mayo household, Omaha Steaks is the official sponsor of the holiday season, because I got guests coming over, and they like meat, whether it be steaks, burger, deli-style franks. All the heavy hitters are coming in that cooler, which is so glorious to crack open, easy to make, throw it on the grill out back, and you're going to be set up, no running to the grocery store, and you actually have food that people want to eat when they come over to your house. Shipped right to your front door. There's no off-season for flavor with these guys. Make game day delicious with the official sponsor of tailgating. Visit omahasteaks.com and get $35 off with promo code MAYO at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com, promo code MAYO at checkout. Terms apply. See site for details. Underdogs expanding the game. You already know their player picks. Pick higher or lower on player stats. Today, Underdog prediction markets are live in 25 states. Back your squad with spreads, handicap for closer game, or totals, higher or lower combined score, combined with player picks for bigger payouts. New customers play $5 on fantasy, get $75 in fantasy bonus entries. Code Mayo. Team picks, player picks, all on Underdog. This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. The holidays are all about traditions, and there's one tradition that I think that more people should consider: taking time for yourself. Therapy can give you space to reflect, reset, and even rewrite the holidays to look like what you want it to look like. Maybe it's starting a new tradition with your family, or maybe it's just carving out time to take care of your own mental health. That's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp is an online therapy with fully licensed therapists who are matched to you based on your needs. They do the hard part up front, and if your match isn't right, you can switch anytime. With over 30,000 therapists and millions helped worldwide, it's therapy that actually works. This December, start off a new tradition by taking care of you. Our listeners get 10% off at betterhelp.com/Pat Mayo. That's betterhelp.com/Pat Mayo. To recap last week, I didn't go 0-3, so I was very happy about that. I went 1-2. Rob, you were 2-1. Cam, you were 1-2, but we did hit the teaser once again. So we are now 10-5 on the 6.3 team teaser for the year, which puts us into the profit. Overall, you two continue to do well, and I have ruined it for all of us that we do not have 3 people above 500 anymore. I'm now 3 games below. So it's been a very bad 4 weeks for me. 20, 23-2, 28, 16-1 for Rob, 23, 18-3 for you, Cam. So I'm going to work on myself here the next 3 weeks to get me above 500. So for the first time ever, all 3 of us can finish above 500. So I'm going to start off with the gold pick. I'm going with by far my favorite game on the board. Can't wait for them to lose outright, but I think that we are getting a gift on Monday Night Football with the Niners -6, that everyone in the world is kind of a bit too high and mighty on how Indianapolis looked last week. I was wrong about Indianapolis in Seattle, that they were far more competent, that I would have thought Rivers was more competent. That defense came to play, Cam, against your team. Seattle didn't really show anything, and I think this is going to be a lot like what you see when there's a new coach or a backup quarterback come in, that the team rallies for one game, they give it everything they got, then they got nothing left. Because if the Niners if any team can just jump out 14-0 on the Colts, it's over.
Yeah, and Seattle didn't show a lot in that game. They got stopped in the red zone, 6 Myers field goals. Let's call it out for what it is. We're all human. I think they were thinking the Colts were going to be a joke with Rivers, and they were thinking about the Thursday nighter. But I expect a better effort from Seattle this time. If the Niners show up, they should murder them.
That's where I'm at, Rob.
I know. I find this to be a tough game. I do see a very, very clear path to the Colts being able to run the ball.
Taylor, if Taylor runs over this defense, it's game over. I do have enough faith in Saleh that he can slow it down enough. It's just, if you have to play your safeties 10 yards off the line of scrimmage, like what is going to happen? Like if they don't play action and try to throw deep, or at least as deep as Rivers can throw on the first play and scare them a little bit, like there's going to be no room for him to run. He's literally going to have to do it all himself, which maybe he can, but I'm going to bet that he cannot.
So we saw Mike McDonald last week. He's one of the coaches that, let's say the Seahawks don't change their defensive coverages all that much. They play a lot of too high safety. They rush 4. They drop guys into coverage, and they kind of make the quarterback find the tight window, and then they rally and tackle. And to me, that's probably the dumbest thing you could possibly do against 44-year-old Phillip Rivers. I don't know why they didn't send some pressure every now and then. I don't know why they played too high safety the entire game, because Rivers can't throw downfield really accurately these days. But certain coaches just coach the same way regardless. And ever since the 49ers front 7 got decimated, Saleh is very consistently playing the same style of defense that the Seahawks do, which is, we don't want to get beat over the top. We can't generate that much pressure. Let's play coverage, tackle when in space. I mean, the Titans had like a 48% success rate last week against the 49ers. The Titans never really moved the ball on anyone. So I think the opportunity is there. I think Jonathan Taylor is going to have a huge game here. And listen, the 49ers will score a lot. I think you have that working for you, because the Colts are missing players in the secondary. They're obviously missing Trevarius Ward, Sauce Gardner. They have issues at corner that Kyle Shanahan is the type of guy that will exploit. But I just worry too much about that defensive front 7 for them. And it's a tough one for me.
Okay. Well,
Got a pick?
At Cool Bet right now, -108 on the -6, the official betting sponsor of the Pat Mayo Experience at coolbet.com. If you're in Canada outside of Ontario, you can play this on a completely Francais site as well. For those of you on the Le Belle Province who want to lay down some wagers, it's all in French now for you as well, en Francais. And there's a PME boost for Thursday Night Football. It's 6.5 to 1 if you want to go check it out under the PME exclusives tab. So you guys got a gold pick?
Ken, you want to go?
Yeah, it's I'll lay it out for you, Pizzola.
Okay. What's worked? I'm having a great year. What's worked well for me this year is actually just continuously picking on or against teams that I think are underrated or overrated. I'm going to do some bird on bird crime here. I'm going to take the Falcons as my gold.
Wow.
I think there's some 2.5s out there.
There is two. I'm looking at a 2.5 right now. You got it.
Yeah, you can have the 2.5. Here's the worry though, Rob. They still have yet to cover a game this year with a minus in front of their name.
They won't have very many opportunities. This might be the one. Arizona, I think the thought of Arizona for people, it gets them excited. They're a bad team, but the quarterback can consistently he throws the ball downfield. It looks like a better offense generally than a lot of these other bottom feeding teams. But they've lost so many players. Like, they're not a functional football team. Like, they're going to play this game without 4 of their starting 5 offensive linemen again. The Falcons are very good at generating pressure, especially on the interior. You got Drake London practicing again, possibly returning to this game. Arizona on the back end has been depleted for weeks now. It just comes down to I don't know. The Cardinals have consistently 20 players on the injury report every week. Do people not see that they're fielding basically a C team at this point? I'm taking the Falcons. Give me the 2.5, and hopefully Captain Kirk can get it done for me this week.
I will caution you, as someone who has bet on the Falcons against the Falcons this year, is that if you need them to win, and you need them, I mean, 3 is margin for them at this point, that they will find the stupidest way to win by a point.
I can already feel it. I can see the 23-21 final incoming right here for Atlanta this week. It is what I just don't. I pick against Arizona really regularly because they're not healthy. I mean, look at their roster from on offense, what it was earlier on in the year. There's so many players on IR. It's just a complete disaster of a team. And that's why the coaching staff's going to be safe for next year, because they've had so many injuries. They're just going to bring these guys back and run it back. But complete mess of a football team.
I would have guessed that they were the worst ATS team this year, but I don't think that they are. Let's see. Kansas City is the worst against the spread team.
That's another one that I've been picking on every freaking
year,
week.
Like I wanted to. They're just that team just burns money. Burn.
Vegas has to be pretty bad as well.
Yeah,
they don't cover numbers. No.
Kansas, Vegas, Kansas
Tampa.
City, Tampa, Cleveland, Washington, Baltimore are your worst.
Interesting.
ATS
A lot of that
teams.
explains why I'm having a good year.
I'm going to do something crazy, Pat. This is simply, I took Arizona. Actually, Rob, you know when Arizona lost by 20, the way they lost that game, I actually taped it and rewatched it. It was fucking ridiculous. The fact they didn't cover that spread, but that's the Arizona Cardinals. You bring up good points. They're just
I was sweating on Houston last week. Arizona was always hanging around.
They were and they remember they fumbled the punt and the kick and all the other, the Arizona Cardinals are just a shit show. Yeah. Here's what we're doing. Rob, you taught me a lesson a long time ago. I've been brainwashed. This is the way it is. I can't, and this is some. Okay, what do I got? Marbles in my sound like Jeff. I'm not even drunk. Okay. Denver, their stock is at the highest point right now. Mm-hmm. Good stock. A team that's playing really, really well, Jacksonville, still a reasonable stock. It's not like, Apple, the other, I don't know, Rob, you have a portfolio. I don't. I bet on sports.
Sure, Apple works.
Okay, bottom line, I like the Jaguars this week +3. You could have made the line Denver 3.5, 4, whatever. I think the Jaguars win this game. I think they're actually playing great football. ATN looks good. The Broncos have a little bit of a, not a total cushion, but their division's a shit show, right? The Chargers, they're a team that just keeps on rolling. This game's got trap written all over it. That's who I am. Give me the Jaguars +3. People could laugh all they want. I think they win.
I can get you a 3.5, sir.
Sold. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
A Christmas miracle.
I see. The way that you're reading Denver is kind of the way that I'm reading Jacksonville. Lawrence is coming off the best game that he's ever played. They're rolling right now. That this is a big step up in class for them.
It is.
The last time they played a game this tough was that Houston game with Davis Mills playing quarterback that they coughed up.
What do you think, Rob?
I think 3 is the right number in this game. Listen, I was very wrong on Jacksonville. The Jacoby Myers trade has really worked out for them. I'm like, what are they doing here? Trading a 4th and 6th for Jacoby Myers? The offense has been completely different since they brought him in. He gets separation. Trevor Lawrence has like a good chemistry with him. It's kind of taken a lot of the pressure off of Brian Thomas Jr., Parker Washington. They have Brenton Strange back. This is their full offense now, and it's kind of working. Like,
and their secondary actually makes a couple plays, Rob. They have a couple ball hawks there. Like, people, I watch a lot of Jacksonville games for some weird ass reason. I've had them in like contest picks. Like, they're an interesting football team. And Lawrence, know what it was, Pat? I watch body language, and I'm going back and I tape. Lawrence seems healthier. Like before, I think he had a real nagging injury. I think that ice bath's helping because he's taking hits and getting up from them, going, okay, let's go. Whereas before he looked, oh my God, I could barely move. Like, he looked like he was getting fucked up. Now he looks actually like he's, you know what I mean? He's taking hits better.
Well, also, Cam, if you remember Lawrence at Clemson, he used to use his legs a lot.
Yes.
And in the pros, he hasn't. And now he's starting to do that a little bit more.
Rob.
And it's helping the offense altogether. I bet the over in this game. I think there's going to be fireworks. The only problem I have with Jacksonville is Denver's O-line is so good. They keep Knicks clean the entire game. Josh Hines-Allen didn't practice yesterday for the Jags. That kind of came out of nowhere. So monitor that. If he doesn't play, Knicks is going to have all day in the pocket. Whether he makes the throws or not, you never know on a weekly basis. Some days may be good, some days may be shit. But I think there's going to be points in this game.
Next.
I'm just trying to think, like, Jacksonville's defense is wildly underrated for how well that they've played so far.
Overrated.
I think that they're one of the 12 best.
I'm kind of with Pat on this one, Rob, or maybe I'm in the middle. I think they're actually they have underrated players.
Like, I think that they've morphed more into what we saw at the beginning of the year when they were just turnover merchants. They've actually played really well. And a lot of that could be, listen, they played Herbert and they completely shut him down in a game where they were a bit banged up. There was that Davis Mills game with the big comeback where a lot of that was garbage time until it wasn't. Then they ended up losing the game. But overall, they've been doing what they need to do. This is a different step up. Offensively in class, I suppose that like this isn't one of the 5 best offenses, but it's a good offense and they can move the ball a little bit. They'll take their shots down the field. I think that Jacksonville's D will show up here a little bit. I can see this being a tighter game, but if the levee breaks, it's just kind of over and there's going to be a whole bunch of points here. But I just look back at every time that they've played a good defense this year, Rob. Like even that Texans game where they put up the 29 points, they didn't do anything offensively in that game. They had a couple really short fields that they were able to capitalize on and a kick return touchdown.
I think so. Game script plays a part of that because they were leading for the vast majority of that game, and they got a little bit too conservative when they got the early lead in that game. I mean, listen, it's a valid point, but I also think Denver's defense is overrated. I mean, people talk about them in the same tier as like Houston and Seattle. They're not. I mean, they have very clearly a weak spot on any corner that's not Patrick Surtain that teams just throw at regularly, whereas Houston, Seattle, they don't have those weak points. So I don't know. And the Jacksonville defense, guys, like they've played nobody this year.
You're right.
The one offense they played was the Rams. The Rams absolutely smoked them. The Seattle game, Seattle was up like 20-0 before it was
Doesn't it feel though like Denver is going to take like big win against Green Bay again? Rob, you know the way these things work. Sometimes there's no rhyme or reason to it. I understand Denver's better, but lines makers always respect the number. They could have made a 3.5, 4, whatever. People are going to take Denver. Like this has got like Denver last second field goal kind of written all over it for me, or Jacksonville going in there and shocking the world. Then we'll start talking about like Lawrence and the Jags and, oh, look at this team. They're making moves. Like that's the whole thing. I just think Denver, I think it's a flat spot for Denver this week.
I think the flat spot for Denver is round 2 of the playoffs. They're going to roll. People are fine because no one really believes in Denver because we have this conversation.
Oh, I like Denver a lot,
week.
Pat.
But they're going to roll. They're going to roll into the playoffs. They're going to get the bye. Then they'll face like I don't know Buffalo in the second round and lose by 30.
Yeah, I could see Listen, I don't like anyone in the AFC. I could see Denver going to the Super Bowl.
Okay, maybe this is a better question. Of all of the potential AFC playoff teams, which ones do you think that you couldn't see going to the Super Bowl?
I don't think the Chargers can win 3 games with that O-line.
I agree.
It would be you might as well just put Herbert in the Hall of Fame now.
I think New England's going nowhere.
But like so it's possible they could go nowhere.
Steelers?
They had their only other test. I mean, they've played 2 games with Buffalo this year that were basically coin flips. So if we're going to say Buffalo can go to the Super Bowl, I still think New
No,
England.
I understand that. I'm just saying, like, Buffalo doesn't fucking wake up for the alarm clock till, like, you know what I mean? They're already 3 hours late for work, and then they find a way to win the game. Is it that hard to? Can McDermott? Can you guys come out with a game plan and play 60 minutes of football? You'll murder teams, but that's Buffalo's MO.
Maybe try not punting from the 42-yard line.
Yeah.
I think do some weird shit, man. But anyway, I think Buffalo is a superior team to New England. That's my opinion.
I don't think they're that far. I agree with you that Buffalo is better than New England, but I don't think it's that far off. I think it's very close.
I mean, you play those teams play each other like 50 times. Like, what's the most one of those two teams is going to win? 30, maybe.
I'm
like
thinking Buffalo 35. 50.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's wide open, but the Chargers are like they're clearly the team that has a real problem. Like every week, Herbert is just running for his life over and over. You got to get through 3 games of that in the playoffs. So that's the team that I would say. I don't know.
Their defense has continuously impressed as we've got later on in the season, as they've gotten healthier, that if Herbert really, like you say, if they end up making the Super Bowl, put the guy in the Hall of Fame, but he still is one of the better AFC quarterbacks that will be in this playoff run.
Agreed. 100%. But listen, we know how this is going to end. We know that Herbert is going to lose in the first game of the playoffs, per usual. You're going to get all the talking heads are like, I told you, Herbert sucks. He can't win the big game. It's that is going to be Jeff's life for a very long time until he leaves the Chargers, like Matt Stafford did with Detroit, and he's going to go win a Super Bowl with another team. That's what's going to happen. Seen it happen already.
Oh, that's good. I wish I had that vision. Fuck.
Maybe that the Chargers will lose. They'll get sick of Herbert and trade him straight up for Tua to really break Jeff's brain.
How about Herbert to the Seahawks? Pacific Northwest guy, Oregon Duck, quack, quack, quack. Perfect.
You're bailing on Darnold already, huh?
No, I like Sam Darnold. Nice guy. He's a mixture of Jeff and another person who I haven't figured out yet. But I'm cheering for Sammy big time against the Rams. I want him to shake this narrative, get it off his back, and have a good game.
Silver picks. I'm taking Detroit -6.5 at home against the Steelers. They're 6.5. They're 7 right now. I was surprised to see it go from 7
love that
to
pick.
6.5. Just get out of here with the Steelers. I've had
I'm so done with that team. Miami fucked that game up from the start. So many Tua's throwing balls 20 yards too late. Like, what do we do? Like, ooh, Pittsburgh's good. Pittsburgh sucks, people. They suck. The Steelers are shit. Like, it's unbelievable how they win and cover game. Like, they're so bad. Like, I just don't even understand how this is happening. I want Detroit to win this game by like 100. Just fucking murder these clowns. Stinks.
Shout out to Derek Carty, who properly capped that Cameron Hayward touchdown. They're using him for the tush push. He's like 75-1 first touchdown, 25-1 anytime touchdown. It's like, people do the tush push. This could work. And boom, nailed it. So shout out to him.
I love that pick, Pat.
Yeah,
I like Detroit. I think they run Pittsburgh out of the fucking stadium.
I have to delete Detroit from my.
Yeah, me too. I had Detroit
right
in the 3-hole there. Bye-bye.
I mean, Pittsburgh's injuries are bad too. Like Herbig is not practicing. Watt. I mean, they're going to lose their pass rushers essentially for this week. Offensive line, Samalu left on Monday night. They're already down at tackle. I don't like Detroit, but they're much better than Pittsburgh. Much better.
And listen, I don't want to play the hat need it, but if they lose, they're cooked.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh and Baltimore could both, I believe, lose this week, and like nothing changes for them.
If Baltimore wins and Detroit wins this week, next week's games for Baltimore and Pittsburgh don't matter.
Are meaningless,
whatsoever.
yeah. So it's next week.
Baltimore could rest Lamar if they wanted next week because they
should.
play in the final week of the season, and that's all that's going to matter.
They should rest Lamar next week if
I
that
agree.
ends up being the case.
I may have been looking at some look-ahead lines already on these games. But yeah, I would agree. There would be no reason for them to start Lamar next week.
I mean, Pittsburgh wouldn't be crazy to rest Rodgers either, since the dude's 41 years old.
Agreed.
Done with that guy.
Rest everyone. The game is meaningless.
Did you follow the TJ Watt punctured lung story? Like what happened to him?
I saw that it happened in the training facility. Was he getting like treatment or something like that?
He was getting dry needling done. So there's a couple things. Like I get dry needling done all the time. But there's a couple spots that like my guy.
What's dry needling?
They put the needle in, they twist a little bit. It's acupuncture, but it's a little more aggressive.
You use acupuncture needles to target like the trigger points, like where the knot is in your muscle, and it like releases them right away. And then there's a more advanced version of that where you can put them in different spots with like connected muscles, and then hook it up to a TENS machine, turn it
guys
on.
putting fingers in asses, and you guys are getting nice treatment with pins.
It's
Let's
great.
change places.
I absolutely love, like, if you have like a lot of like tight muscle pain, it's perfect for relieving that. Then you have to continue to stretch. Like, you can't just do that and it's fixed. You need to continue to work on it.
I need more than pins, Pat. I'm sore everywhere. Getting into bed is like, it's getting
But
harder and
there's two
harder.
things that, like, one, I won't let my chiropractor do, and two, the physical therapist won't do anything like right around my ribs because he's like, I'm just not good. Like, I don't want to risk this exactly happening. He's like, you're 1 millimeter off, it goes into your lung. He's like, I just don't touch around there. Like, we can find other ways to stretch, do whatever. He's like, if it's your lower back, you know, your glutes, you know, your shoulder, whatever. It's like, that's fine. Like, we can do that. I also won't let the chiropractor crack my neck. Just won't.
Yeah, I hate the neck cracking.
I won't
just don't want anything to do with that. I don't. I'll be honest. Like, I've never gone to a chiropractor where I felt better or like that's changed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Everyone always recommends a different chiropractor to me. That medicine doesn't work for my body for whatever reason. Physio and dry needling, dry needling to me is the best. It's painful as shit. I don't know if you ever had your legs done, Pat, but like calf, you might as well just
I
kill
tore
yourself.
my calf twice, and that's how the second time I got the dry needling done. It's been much better because they were able to go in with the needle and like scrape all the scar tissue up and break it up so it healed faster.
Cam,
Who needs
when they
dry
put the
needling
needle-
when you drink a bottle of vodka, 20 beers, go there, and then your calves lock up? What's that called?
Well, that's the
It's
opposite.
called, it's called wheelchair bound.
But
That's what it's fucking guy needling. I go, I'm screaming and holding onto a bedpost.
That's called
because
gout,
my
I
fucking
think.
calf. Oh, dude, that calf shit is unreal. I'd rather be punched in the. It happens to me all the fucking time. When I feel, I'm like, no, and then it starts, and then it's like holding on for dear
That's
life.
like a cramp. So that's dehydration. You just
I
need
know,
to drink a lot of
Rob.
water.
I drink a case of fucking water a day. It's
Yeah, but if you're
never-
drinking 2 bottles of wine, the case of water is not going to offset it. You need more.
Good
you need
point.
electrolytes.
I
you
know.
need-
I'm drinking a lot less. I'm
Yeah.
just telling you, diabetes don't help the situation either, bro. Those
No.
meds that you're on, they're fuck. I've done some research and it's not good. Man, this metformin shit, I'm going to be fucking living in a ditch pretty soon. It fucks
Yeah.
up your brain. It does everything.
Well, I mean,
Anyway,
the alternative is you're living
to
with
die.
diabetes and you're
yes,
dead.
yes,
you know?
yes. I don't know. Death versus metformin. Pick them. What do we
Hey.
got? I got to get out of here soon. We got to roll with the picks. I got problems.
I just wanted to make my final point on
No, you put the dry needling.
What?
Dry needling.
on chiropractors. That
Okay.
I find that the back practice feels good for like 5 seconds, and you're like, yeah, that feels kind of nice. But they reset my ankles and hips, like to get back, like if they get off kilter into the right position, and that just takes away all my other problems. It feels
Who
like.
the hell are you guys? You fucking play in the NFL? Anyway, wow.
Man, I get out of bed in the morning. I walk down my stairs. Every step I take, I just
Kills.
hear something new cracking.
Oh,
I'm like,
Rob,
I need to do
hold
this,
The,
or
Rob,
else
I hold the rail. I'm like my leg from hockey. I broke my fucking leg. Like my right leg is fucked. I'm gonna need like the reconstructive surgery. But you know what? That's the way it goes. Like I'm just dealing with it. Like,
I get up in the when I'm making my coffee in the morning, I have a golf club there. I have a mirror. I do a couple practice swings. I'm like, holy fuck! Like I need this.
practice swings. I'm like holding the banister and crawling down my stairs before I hit the Mr. Coffee. Like there's no golf swings. Anyway, are we on silver?
We are on silver.
Silver.
I will
Okay.
recommend that. I don't have these problems that you guys are talking about. Maybe try
You're
the working
younger
out.
than
This,
us.
maybe
Actually, no,
I'm
Pizzola is
older
younger
than
than you.
Rob. I'm older than Rob.
Guys,
Rob, how old are you?
I'm 39.
Jesus Christ. How old are you, Pat?
40.
And oh my God, I'm the old horse of the team here.
I'm just saying, maybe you need to get on the 7 weeks working out 1 week off instead of the opposite.
Also, sports betting, like I'm required to be at a desk a lot.
Good call,
Walking
Rob.
desk.
Sorry?
Walking desk.
Yeah.
Yeah, loser move. I just sit in the stupid chair and get pain. It's just the way it goes.
Exactly. It's my posture's bad. I lean my neck.
Oh, look at me,
forward,
Rob.
but,
Like,
you know,
no, dude, but they're like, oh, stand up straight. I'm like, my back's fucking killing me. Like, I can't. Like, it's amazing actually how many hours a day I sit in this fucking.
definitely
chair.
the gym would help, but for sure, like
yeah, I got to get a gym
But
membership.
I run. I play basketball. I
Good
mean,
for you.
yeah.
I walk at a brisk pace.
Listen,
Silver.
once you get past 40 and you're not lifting as much as you can, your T levels are going to drop, Rob. You're going to be soy boy Rob. You don't want to be that.
The great news is I still wake up with a hard on. I'm not there yet.
Big-
There's guys I know 40 who can't even get it up. So you know what? Maybe I'm doing something right. There's still blood flowing up. We need picks.
Yeah,
Well,
silver
it
pick.
can't flow lower. It can't flow lower into your legs. So just
Yeah, good call, Rob. We
You
are
blocked it.
silver. Moist. Rob's favorite Canadian
No, not my
90s band.
Not my favorite, but sure. I'll decent alternative.
We are silver. What do we got for silver?
You tell me.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck.
I have to go back to the drawing board because Pat went.
Yeah, you took my. Actually, I had Detroit on my short list too.
I knew that was going to happen too. I get Pat's newsletter and I'm always hawking what he picked on the cheat sheet. But
Green Bay or Dallas, you guys can choose. Don't care.
I don't want to choose your picks for you. You choose.
You make the picks.
You make your picks. Fuck am I making your?
I'll take the Green Bay Packers, my silver pick. Was it 1.5?
I can probably get you one. Let me see here.
Yeah,
hey,
one. Hey, you're in the giving mood. I'll take.
You know what?
Whatever hooks I can get.
You know what?
As many hooks.
You know what I can get you? I can get you a plus 1.5.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
that's serious.
Can you tell me where so I can go on there and make that bet, please?
It's at ESPN bet.
Sponsors.
Do you guys like the Packers or no? You're feeling the Bears?
I like the Bears, but I'm not betting this game.
Do you like the Cowboys, Rob? Your team this week?
I lean Cowboys.
So do I. Okay. You know what? Screw it. I'll take plus 1.5 wheels of cheese. Packers. I know the Bears played them very tough the last game. You know what? I'd rather see this team on the road actually in Chicago. Despite Chicago beating Cleveland, I still think they have a couple flaws. I really think they're well coached, but honestly, if Jordan Love doesn't fuck this thing up with back foot passes and stuff, Green Bay should be able to take care of business. I know Micah Parsons is gone, but this is a Green Bay spot for me. Give me the Packers plus 1.5. Can't believe I'm getting plus 1.5.
I'm curious how the defense looks without Parsons, Rob. The fact that they were able to generate pressure without blitzing the entire year because they had him. Now they don't. What does that do to their defense?
That's a good question. We're going to find out. I'll tell you this. The big problem with this matchup, because we saw this a few weeks ago, is that Green Bay can't stop the run when some team wants to pound it down their throats. And that's the real... Chicago couldn't pass the ball really on Green Bay, but they had a lot of success running it. So they have to figure out some way to shore that up defensively, because if you take that away from the Bears, you have a good shot of beating them. Parsons was like okay in run defense, but I don't know. We'll see. It's not just him, right? It's like the right tackle, Zach Tom. We'll see if Christian Watson plays. Looks like he is going to play, though, which is weird. He got taken to the hospital during that game.
I'd go unders on Christian Watson if he's playing in this game. Like, it just a guy's one hit away from being out of the league anyway, and now he's already hurt. Oh.
It's time for Golden to step up.
Yeah, agreed. That's why they drafted him, to be another
Matthew Golden. You want to play in the big leagues, dude? At Texas, you're the fastest guy. Go out there. Don't worry about it. Get balls, get in open space, and do your thing, and everything will be fine. It's time for this guy to step the fuck up. Let's roll.
I saw that Chicago Bears radio was coming after you online this week.
Everyone's coming after Rob.
Were they?
Didn't you have a fight with Luke Wilson, Seattle third-string tight end too?
A fight. Well, let's relax on a fight. There was a couple tweets exchanged back and forth. Here's like what I don't. We were arguing about the 2-point conversion stuff in the end. It was Atlanta, Tampa Bay last Thursday, right? Guy goes on, like Atlanta tried to give away the game by going for 2. It's very basic math, right? And then he's responding to me like, well, like the teams don't account for this and they don't account. As if one of my best friends isn't the VP of analytics for the Carolina Panthers. I know what they account for. Like, of course, they're accounting for who their quarterback is. Not everybody's using the same chart in the league. I mean, it's just insanely stupid. But that's what the quote-unquote fight was. A couple tweets back and forth.
I was just joking.
Yeah, no, before I said, like, what's the point of responding at this point? The guy's never going to get
I don't respond to anything on Twitter anymore.
What was the Bears stuff, Pat?
Yeah.
What's that? Something came up. People were just mad at you. Maybe you have these people like muted. I don't know.
But I got Bears fans mad at me too.
They were mad that you don't give Caleb. You were like, Caleb Williams sucks. He'll never be good. That's what their argument was, and they wanted you to apologize.
Okay, so I don't speak in terms of absolutes very often. Caleb Williams early in the year did suck. You have to account for, as a bettor, I'm not rooted in my previous opinion. When new data points become available, I adjust my opinion, just like everyone should. Players go from being good to bad all the time. Caleb Williams is 100% playing much better than he did earlier in the year. His sack avoidance is very good. He has a hell of an arm. What I'd like to see is him stand in the pocket a little bit more instead of taking himself out of clean pockets all the time. And also, he still has a lot of turnover-worthy plays. I mean, Cleveland last week dropped a couple of interceptions. There was a ball that he threw to DJ Moore in the end zone, which was an amazing touchdown pass. He just should have never thrown it. His decision-making still lacks, but he's fine. I don't I never said he's like the worst quarterback around. The guy's for sure going to be a bust. I'm just saying like we were starting to get a large sample on him not being good. And I got to tell you, scheme helps. Look at like Jared Goff was a lot better when Ben Johnson was the OC. Caleb Williams is going to be good because they scheme good things. That's simple.
Do you have a silver pick, Rob?
I do.
Not the Bears.
I'm going at the Carolina Panthers plus.
Yeah, let's do it. I like it.
Oh, Cam's cats. Meow.
I don't like it's just kind of I've been low on Tampa for a while now. I know that they're healthier now on offense with Evans and Bucky Irving back. I get that, but there's just not that much separation between these two teams. And once those threes popped, I mean, because 2.5 early in the week got bet up to 3. Now Tampa's got to win by 4 on the road. That's a pretty big ask. Carolina's very feisty. Tampa's their defense is just not what it was previously. They used to be like this run stopping machine because they had Vita Vea. Now you can run on them. We saw what Atlanta did to them last week. The secondary's been a disaster. Todd Bowles just really hasn't kind of been scheming things up the way that he has in years past. So give me the Panthers. I'll take them at home here. Just needing to keep it close and potentially win the game. I just don't have too much separating these teams.
I'll let you guys go first on the bronze picks because I'm between 3 games for what's going to come, and maybe you will take it off of the board for me and make it easy for it.
I'm between like 6 games. What else is new? I'm just God 3. I got to get right. Like you guys got to.
Let's briefly talk this through. I like New England plus 3 against Baltimore.
I don't like the game. Next.
Okay.
Rob, you have an opinion?
I like New England in theory, but they're very, very bad injury report for them yesterday. So I'm just waiting today.
I like the Bills minus 10 in Cleveland, where it seems like only Teller is going to be coming back on the offensive line for the Browns, and everyone else is going to remain out. That I don't know if they're going to be able to run the ball down the throats of the Bills like they need to cover the spread.
I don't like this game at all. I take Cleveland. Maybe that's me.
Yeah, I think I don't like laying big numbers with the Bills because they're so run heavy nowadays. This is I understand your points, Pat. They're very valid. Cleveland's O-line is a disaster, but the Bills will really, really sit on this lead. That's the issue I have.
I got another one for you that I think is going to make your list, Pat. Can I guess?
I was going to say the Texans minus 13.5.
Well, the Raiders don't cover any numbers, so I'm not even going to make a case for those fucking
the Raiders are an NFL Europe team right now.
In the 60 seconds, I do Raiders because I do sound effects better for that team. I really don't even know if the Raiders can score like a point in this game, but they suck.
Yeah, I'm old enough to remember thinking Kenny Pickett might be an upgrade for their offense.
Yeah, me too.
In fact, he certainly was.
That thought ended quickly. How about the Jets getting 4.5 against the Saints?
This Tom Brady cook, I'm not in. Not good.
I'm going to lock in a bronze here quickly.
Do it, Rob.
I am going to lock in the Miami Dolphins plus 4.5.
Oh, yeah. Quinn Ewers time. Backup quarterbacks are back. Backup quarterbacks.
I know people in the comments are going to, I'm very well aware that Quinn Ewers sucks. Okay. He's not good. Yeah. But again.
What was Tua doing?
Exactly. Like, look what they were having.
Now you're getting 4.5 points, and the Bengals can't even punch their way out of a wet paper bag. I like this game too, Rob. It's Miami or nothing, in my opinion.
Ewers might make a couple mistakes here and then, but
the Bengals make a lot of mistakes. So will Cincinnati.
First and foremost, the Bengals defense, the run defense doesn't exist. So start with Miami, where they can run the ball very successfully on offense against anyone. Ewers, at least he has an arm. Like, he's a statue. He'll make some, he gets stuck on his first read a lot. He'll do some stupid shit. Don't get me wrong. But at least he can make the throws that when McDaniel schemes somebody open in between a zone, Tua's got like, how much airtime is this guy putting on passes that are like 15 yards downfield?
His arm is fucking shot. Is a noodle.
Yes.
Like it is like, I'm watching that ball going, man, that's like Tim Wakefield shit. Like it doesn't move.
It's true.
Like it doesn't even get there. I'm like, and not even in wind. Like Rob, like those conditions are fine. It's a little bit cold. Like what's this guy gonna do in a windstorm? Exactly. Like you can't even fucking throw a football. It's over, pal.
I know. For McDaniel to make this change,
I really like that guy too. Like
he's had
enough for him, but
McDaniel's just like that's it. We've had enough. It's interesting that they skipped Zach Wilson and they went right to Quinn Ewers. I don't know what to make of that. I mean, he's the younger quarterback. Maybe they just want to see what they
want to take a look at him.
Yeah. But I'm not getting to this price on the Bengals. So yeah, I'll cap off some ugly teams this week with the Dolphins.
Well-
So someone mentioned to me that it's not necessarily the cold where Tua plays poorly. It's when it's nighttime that Tua plays poorly. So maybe he's afraid of the dark.
The cold stuff, like I
know.
really did a deep dive into this before the Pittsburgh game. It didn't matter because he stunk anyways. But if you look at Tua in the cold, he's played a lot of really good teams for the most part.
Good call,
I mean,
Rob.
it's
A
been
lot of
a
them in
lot of
playoff games
Buffalo,
on the
Green
road.
Bay. You know,
Yeah.
like if you look at the defense in those games, it's been a bigger problem than Tua has in a lot of them. The defense consistently giving up like 30 plus in those games. But at the end of the day, the guy sucks. He's not a starter in the NFL anymore. People are like, oh, where's Tua going to end up as a starter next? Starter?
Jets.
Are you joking me?
Jets.
Come on.
Give him to the Jets.
How?
Make him a starter. Do it.
Oh, my. I mean,
That's
could
all
see
I
that
want.
happen.
I want one Christmas gift, and I want that.
That would be amazing.
Cuss
I would love an entire offseason of Cuss justifying to a resurgent year.
Wait, I had to hear this offseason how Justin Fields was going to make them greatest show on turf 2.0.
Yeah.
I got to tell you something. Justin Fields Tyrod Taylor is a huge upgrade. Next question, because the first one was.
I'm taking Houston minus 13.5.
Yeah, there we go, Mayo. 13 slabs, eh? Like you're just gonna lay it on, baby.
Yep.
Extra meats.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, the Raiders, they might score 3 points in this game, maybe 0. What's their
Team
ceiling?
total? Their team
6?
total is 11.5 right now.
Wow. I don't even think I can go to the window. It's under or nothing with that. I don't know. They suck.
Yeah.
I don't know, Rob. What is this the week they show up? Raiders, shocker.
No. It's never the week that they show up. It's just a matter of like if the Texans have one of those games that they can have.
Yeah,
Like, where they go to the red zone every single time and they kick a million field goals. But either way, I mean, I'm not betting Las Vegas.
I was thinking about backing the Chiefs minus 3 in Tennessee.
I think Gardner Minshew is going to play well.
No Rashee Rice probably, though, is the problem.
Yeah, who cares?
No
Doesn't matter.
line, no Rice.
No,
Probably
Minshew
McDuffie.
magic, baby. This guy's you know what? Kansas City season's done, but this is what I love about the guy has to play for himself, his family, other things going on. The guys, your teammates that are on the field. You know what? Good. Mahomes, you're done. Great. Like, this is the year. Kansas City, bad things happen. You couldn't roll. Now Gardner Minshew comes in there to just play with house money, have a good time. And, I don't know. He could show up this week. That's all.
Oh, you're on the board for a bronze pick, Cam.
Oh, I am? Okay, I'll take the Rob's. How about them Cowboys? minus 2.5. I think they beat, sorry, Jeff. I love you like a brother, pal. And I think you're a great guy, but I'm going with the Cowboys this week. What are they, 2.5?
I'll get you.
They
I'll
win
get.
this game.
I'll get you 1.5. How about
One
that?
and a half.
What the heck? What have I done to deserve these beautiful lines?
Listen, listen, I told people that if they go buy the monthly at Sharpstack, that's $10. Use code survey, you get a free week on top of that, and you can
I'm
win
gonna
it
buy
for
all this
life.
stuff
You
once I get my
can
bank
hold on,
situation
let me do the
straightened
promo.
Sorry. I just have so much interest right now. So
I'm glad you have
do the
interest.
promo, Jeff.
I'm telling you how to get it. 4for4.com/Mayo, Sharpstack monthly plan, $10 for a month plus a free week. And then you get in that draw if you use code survey for a lifetime membership to this and both of our golf sites. This is where you can open up the board, Cam, and find the 1.5 if you want it.
I apologize.
It's
I
okay.
just get so emotional when I'm thinking about all the money I give away and with interest in bad stuff. Just an absolute fucking moron. I just think Dallas Rob, do you like I just think the Chargers, Dallas can, if they get the Herbert, the party's over. Like I think Dallas is coming off a shit performance. I kind of like them this week after a bad performance.
It's just so hard for me with I got away with one with the Chargers last week at the Chiefs. That's because the Chiefs offense can't do anything.
Yeah.
And their O-line was dinged up. I think Dallas's offense will be a little bit better. And then it comes down like the Chargers are just going to get pressured all game, like they're doing every game right now. Since Joe Alt went down, their success rates are just rock bottom, pressure rates through the roof. It's tough with that team right now. Offensively, Herbert can't hang in the pocket for more than 2 seconds without someone in his face. So
That's true.
I lean Dallas.
All the Chargers want to do is run the ball, and they've successfully done that against the Eagles and Chiefs. If Quinnen Williams doesn't play in this game, maybe they can get away with it. We'll see.
I'm assuming Quinnen Williams is out. Concussion on 1 week is usually not great.
In September, yes. In December, not so much, I found out.
Yeah. Funny how that works out, Pat, as the year goes on.
It's the cold. It helps the concussions.
Yeah, so that cold at Cowboy Stadium for sure, indoors. Tough game, but I do lean Dallas just because the Chargers offense is really struggling.
I'm not a meteorologist, but the cold is pretty good. It keeps you fresh rather than heat that makes you sleep, right?
Sure.
Oh, I'm not talking about head trauma. I'm just like in general, like keeping a cold house is very healthy. Keeping a warm house is very bad. Bacteria, that's where it grows in heat.
Sure, but like we're not talking about keeping your house at like 35 Celsius.
Fair enough.
It's a couple.
My temperature right now is a smooth 17, like an ice box, just the way I like it.
Let's get a teaser. Let's get a teaser on the go here. We won it again last week, so we're 10-5 for the year on the 6-team teaser. I am going to tease the Lions down to a half point.
Okay,
cool. I love that pick, by the way. I am going to. No. Rob, can you start, please? I'm struggling.
I'm also struggling.
I know you like the Falcons. Cardinals up to 9 is like, oh boy.
I kind of like that too. But you got but Pizzola's on the old Frank Falcon.
That's okay.
Not Cam Cardinal.
But those aren't mutually exclusive picks.
Yeah.
The Falcons can cover and not cover the 9.
How about Miami to 10.5? Rob, you like the Dolphins?
Yeah, I do like the Dolphins a little bit.
Yeah, that could go haywire.
Sideways though, right?
I don't have a good teaser pick this week. You know what? I will take San Fran down
to a pick 'em. Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Just to win.
So it's up to you.
And I'll go Patriots 8.5, even though, like, I think Baltimore might win, but asking them to win by 9 is a lot.
Yeah, Patriots by 9. Got to ask them to win by 10 now.
Oh, okay, cool. That's even better. Well, I don't know what I've done to deserve all these beautiful, beautiful lines in my favor, but I'll accept.
I can't explain it either.
It's the Christmas season. You guys are giving. Steaks, better numbers, can't complain.
It's those mutton chops you've grown out there.
It is.
Mutton chops.
It makes you much more likable, Cam. Before, when you had clean shaven, I just want to punch you in the face nonstop.
Really?
But now
just keep on growing it. Right? I'll get the gi off going pretty soon, like a fucking chia pet. Chia.
Detroit, half point. San Francisco, pick 'em. New England, up to 9 is the teaser for the week, which leaves us with one thing left to do in the show. It's not the Christmas edition. That will be next week, but it is Cam's fastest 60 seconds in sports betting. Go.
Get down and give me 6.5 push-ups, maggot. Give me the commies plus 6.5 cheese and charcuterie boards. Whoa. Green Bay plus 1.5. How about... There we go. Cowboys, 2.5 lassos. What do I do? I'm coming to your village to steal your women. Vikings, 2.5 pillagers in your villages. Now, my name is Cleveland Brown. I'm here to say, Snoop Doggy Dog. Dog pound. Sipping on gin and juice. 10.5 Christmas eggnog for the Browns. Let's do this thing. Jets. We are landing in Mississauga. That's at the Hamilton Airport. Plus 4.5 planes. Yar. You guys like the Cam's Cats, but I'm on Tampa Bay this week. I think we finally get it right after Todd Bowles went bananas. Buccaneers, har, 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 har. 3 bags of booty in a I should say 3 stockings. Yar, yar, yar. His name is Flipper, 4.5 hoops. Go give me the Dolphins. Oh, Gardner Minshew, he's a backup friend. I like the Chiefs in that game. Jaguar cuts horse. Come on, Jags, let's go. Cheep, 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 cheep. Cheep, 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 Battle of the Birds. Who are we gonna take? The Cardinals. Cam's Cardinals. Lions minus 6.5 roars. Yar. Give me the Raiders. Too many points. What else am I doing here? Oh yeah. Ravens 2.5 chirps and. Hey, honey, is it real gold or is it fool's gold? We're at Knott's Berry Farm, you motherfucker. Give me the San Francisco 49. No, actually, no. Tricked you. 6.5 horses with the Colts. Shocker of the week.
Wow.
Found a way to work that.
Pulling a fake out at the end there.
Yeah, it
I
swerved.
don't even know what to do anymore. But
It's a
anyway,
swerve, bro.
I shouldn't have swore like that. I just maybe the Colts cover that. You know what, Pat? It almost seems too easy with San Francisco for some reason, and I don't like that feeling.
Don't talk yourself out of it. San Francisco -6.
Also, the Vikings did a lot more than just take everyone's women. You know,
Yeah,
They
they
like
took your
established,
woman, they took your village, they
routes
took your
across
gold,
Europe.
they took your domicile. They did it all. They just basically came, burned down your village, and said, "Yeah, it's ours now." Right, Rob? If I keep on growing it out, I could be an extra in a Viking movie.
Yeah, you'll have to shave the sides of your head.
Yeah, like
and then have
Mohawk
like
Viking.
the
Yeah.
Josh Donaldson haircut that he had for a while there.
Yeah, the racing strip.
You could
Viking
actually pull that
style.
off, I think.
I could,
Mhm.
if I was a professional wrestler.
We're
We're
the-
good. We're good. We're good.
Were the Normans Vikings?
Yes, they were. No, they're called the Norsemen.
No,
The Norsemen are Vikings.
no,
I used to live in off a street called Norseman. Norsemen. That means like brothers of the
that's
North. It's
not what I'm asking. I'm asking, were the Normans Vikings? I knew they were from
Oh,
that part
they
of
were.
Scandinavia. Yeah,
Rob, am I
1066.
right about Norsemen though? Don't dismiss
This
my
is a completely
correctness.
different conversation. Normans were Vikings. They settled in northern France.
Oh, okay.
Norsemen are different than Normans.
Norsemen are Vikings.
I thought the Normans settled in northern England. Like they invaded England in 1066.
Well, now I'm gonna have.
Where
to
did
look
I?
this up.
Where did
No, I'm
I
pretty sure they
invade?
settled.
Aberdeen.
Let's see what we got here.
Look at the history lesson with
They
Pizzola.
they conquered England and settled in northern France.
What year did they conquer England? Was it
1066.
Yeah, still remember
1066.
that. Here we go.
Mm.
Game on.
That's a lot of years. It's a lot of pillaging.
It's a long
A
time.
lot of
ago,
damage.
Sam. Long time ago.
Yeah, you're right, Rob. Maybe I'm going to keep this new look. I don't need product anymore. I'm going to let it go.
I
Like Ronald McDonald.
I think you look very jovial.
Almost old enough to be a mole Santa. Not there yet, but actually, I'm very close. If I let it go all gray, then it's mole Santa time. Oh, God.
To ask a cuss question, do you have to tip a mall Santa?
I think you should. It's a hard job. You got kids sitting on you all day, hot suit. You got to deal with the elves, a lot of problem children. I think it's a hard job, personally.
Yeah,
I
I don't
don't
know. I
even
don't have
do.
kids. I've never figured. But if you have shitty kids, you should for sure. Do.
Think about
Like,
being
if
a
your
mall
kid's
Santa.
causing the Santa some grief and you're like kicking him in the leg and stuff, I'd throw him a tip.
Yeah, another thing is, think about all the people, all the strangers. Like, if you're Santa, you better have every fucking vaccination and needle ever created to man. Like, the snot that these kids are putting on you, oh, God, that suit. You want to talk about bacteria? You want to talk about problems? Right, Rob? Like, and the mall Santa, I drink at, like, Westdale Mall. Like, that guy's like, the stuff he sees, I feel so bad for that guy. You can't pay him enough.
There is an advantage though. You can fart in that Santa suit and just blame it on the kids.
That's true.
Oh, who shit their pants? Which one of these kids?
I noticed when I walk by that Santa, it's got a smell of like brute and rubbing alcohol. Guys in the hallway just fucking throwing back some Fabergé. I don't know what, like I'm telling you, Pat, this mall Santa has been there. He's on his like 6th or 7th year. You could tell he gave me the look like, help me, I'm beat down.
He's beat down.
Yeah, he's like, I gave him the old, I got you, bro. I know you're living rough.
I brought my kids to go see Santa last week, and the people in front of us, Rob, do you know what they were doing?
I don't know. Pat.
Getting naked? I don't know.
No, they brought their dogs to take pictures with Santa.
That's the Santa. Okay, we'll do this on Cuss Corner takes or whatever. That is horse shit. Santa did not ask for animals.
Mhm.
Humans are bad enough. You can't be bringing random dogs and putting them on him and stuff. What is he? Some kind of fucking fake tree novelty act? The rule is kids. There's no animals there.
Agreed.
Are you with me, guys? Are you
I'm
with
with
me?
you.
I
Thank you.
also thought it was weird that they got into the picture with Santa too. Like I brought the kids took the picture with Santa. My wife and I watched from behind the camera. They get to be with Santa. I guess they have to hold the dogs because Santa doesn't want to hold the dogs.
I got a
but
picture with
it
Lisa
was
in the
just
mall
really,
Santa, but we were wasted.
really
like,
weird
we rolled out of the
behavior.
bar like I was falling all over the place. I go, why don't you got to take a picture with Santa? He looks lonely, you know.
You sit down on his lap. Ken?
Oh no, my girlfriend did.
So Rob, you and
He's
your
a
wife
better
can bring
boyfriend
your.
than me. More of a provider, Rob. Solid job.
Did you ever
every
bring your
year.
tortoise to go see Santa?
No, I did not. I wonder how he's doing these days. I haven't We got any
Crazy,
emails
Rob.
of pictures? Yeah.
I was watching Bob's Burgers and it was a whole episode about like a tortoise and like who deserved to have them and stuff. I was like, I'm like, oh my God, this is like Pizzola's story. It was wild, man. It was a great episode. You should watch it.
We did create like just a card, like a paper Santa hat that we used to hold on top of Tortellini's head and take pictures of him.
Tortellini, it's the best.
That was the
ever.
furthest we went, though. I would not take him to the mall.
No, that's animal abuse.
It was actually a bet.
Rolling.
Shout out to Bass Pro Shops. They have the easier way to schedule and the higher class gear to go see Santa. It's actually perfect.
Oh, if you're a Bass Pro Shop Santa, you're in the major leagues.
Oh, yeah.
My guy's not even an A-ball. Like he's trying hard, but it's just not happening.
Yeah, Drew Rosenhaus is negotiating for the Bass Pro Santa.
You're right. And the other guy's got me on a napkin at Chuck's with a Bic pen.
Min wage slides it over.
It's like there's your pay today, sir.
I'll let you guys get out of here. We'll be coming at you a day early, the day before Christmas Eve, some may call it, next week to make sure that you have your picks for those shows. Maybe we'll even do like a 10-minute Christmas Day games, best bets as well, just because we're generous and we want you to have nice things for Christmas time. But Rob's going to have his watch-alongs and all of his content over at the Hammer and the Forward Progress YouTube channel, Cam over at Sports Grid, and I will see you next time.
Pat Mayo Experience! Experience!